Hello everyone, welcome to another FFXIV video. I know I haven't posted in a while, and truth be told I had a bit of a writer's block in terms of topics that I could talk about, but here we are. Endwalker is just around the corner and I'm super excited about it. This video will be a short guide that aims to help you with your checklist for the upcoming expansion. Take this video with a grain of salt, however, since this is only what I personally think that you should be doing for the expansion, and if you like the video or it helped you out, maybe throw a like or a subscription my way since they help me with the algorithm tremendously. To start off, let's take a look at Sprouts. In the past few months, we've had a pretty big influx of new players that really want to try out the game, but sadly they're still on that MSQ grind. If you are this type of player, then your biggest box on your list that you have to tick is finishing the story so you can play the expansion instead of playing catch up. My suggestion would be to ignore any side stories until you finish the current MSQ. That way you can dedicate all of your time to finishing the story. You can finish those at a later time anyway, even during Endwalker, since they don't actually go anywhere. The only side stories that I would actually advise you to not skip would be the Binding Coils raid in Realm Reborn and Omega Escape in Stormblood, as the devs have said some parts of those will be important to the Endwalker story. This will not only allow you to fully enjoy the main story since you do it in one fell swoop, but you will also be able to play the story without being worried that you might get spoiled at some point. That, coupled with the fact that you can play with the content with your free company or your friends that are already at max level, should make it that much more enjoyable. The second type of player that I like to talk about are the fresh level 80 players. You probably are close to finishing the story or have just finished the story and are now wondering what to complete and how to gear up. When you hit level 80, you can either buy a level 510 crafted gear from the market board or ask a friend or FC mate to help you out. This will allow you to access a level 520 gear by upgrading the crafted gear using allegory tomes, or you will be able to grind out revelation tombstones in order to buy yourself some crypt lurker gear. You do have a cap of 900 tombstones per week, and we're getting really close to the expansion, so they will be more or less irrelevant. However, that is entirely up to you. To upgrade the crafted gear, you must come to this NPC in Yulmore, and you'll have to trade in your crafted gear for Yulmore and certificates of grandeur. Those, combined with allegory tombstones obtained from doing level 80 duties or duty roulettes, will allow you to get the 520 pieces. Gearing up for the expansion isn't a complete necessity since you will get some higher eye level gear from the Endwalker story anyway, but it will help you out a bit with doing the early part of the expansion story. On the content side of things that a fresh level 80 can do would be the Eden's Promise raid and the Nier Automata Alliance raids. They won't go anywhere, but they will help you out with getting some side story content in before Endwalker, with the benefit that if you run the Nier raids, you will be able to get some easy 520 pieces from the third one, alongside with the 530 gear if you decide to run the Eden raid on the Savage difficulty. This brings us to the third and final type of player. If you're already geared up and got some time on your hands after doing all of the things mentioned here, I would advise to try out going to Boja. It's an exploratory duty with a pretty hefty grind behind it, and it also has a story of its own that ties into other content in the game. In order to unlock it, you will have to finish the entire level 70 Alliance trade questline from Stormblood, Return to Ivalice. Accessing Boja will give you access to the relic weapon for Shadowbringers in case you decide to come back later to grind it out for Glam. It has a few neat things you can get, such as mounts, minions, orchestral rolls and gear, or just using it to level up your alt job since you can go in it from level 71. I would strongly advise you to try it now before Endwalker, otherwise you might not get the chance. If it will be anything like Eureka, the level 70 counterpart to Boja, then it will most likely die out at least in the few first months of Endwalker, meaning you won't be able to use it for leveling up your jobs nor get any of the rewards found in it. One other thing that you could do is complete your mount collection as much as possible before Endwalker, since the stats which might make some fights harder even when unsynced. You can solo the level 50 fights and a few of the 60 ones if you have good gear, but for 70 and 80 you will 100% need a party to do them with. Either ask your friends, people in your FC, or make a party finder for it. Some of these fights can be pretty fun, and if everyone knows what to do, the bosses usually drop like flies. You will need to do some unlock quests in order to be able to farm these mounts on the extreme difficulty of the trials, but a quick Google will immediately answer your questions regarding these quests. If you're planning on playing either of the two new jobs to 80 in order to do Endwalker as them, there's a few tips I can give you for that. Make sure that on the next Tuesday, that means the 9th of November, you pick up a Wanderer's Tales book and you complete it, but you don't turn it in. You can keep it until the release and use it for half of a level, and then immediately pick another one up for that week. Make sure you prepare a full set of maiming and healer gear for your level 70, excepting the earring if you have the Menfina one. As for the weapon, I'd advise you to save up 600 tomes for each of the two weapons, since Sage and Reaper will get tombstone weapons upon release at level 70 and 80. You can also log in on the 16th of November to do your challenge log fully without completing them. Do 2 dungeon roulettes, command 4 people, do 9 guild heads, etc. in order to have them ready for the expansion release. On the crafter and gatherer side of things, I can suggest making sure you have your left quest allowances maxed out for the expansion release, and that you have some decent gear to take you through the leveling process quickly. I'm sure that people at the Balance Discord will find the best gear sets and rotations for crafting and gathering immediately, but that won't really matter if you can't level up properly when your gear is really outdated or weak. The challenge log bit applies here too, but with crafting and gathering. Lastly, the final thing that I want to tell everyone, no matter if they're a Sprout or a Savage Hardened Veteran, is clean up your inventory. With the expansion coming, I'm sure you're all excited about the new possible glams that you can hoard, all the mats that gatherers can collect, or all the recipes that crafters can make. But that won't really matter if your inventory is completely chock full of old items or gear that you don't really have any use for anymore. Either try to sell them on the market board to make some money out of them, turn them in at your grand company for CLs, desynthesize them, or simply vendor or discard them. I would also take a good look to the glamour dresser in order to see if there's any items that you still use or even want to have in there. Otherwise, you will want to use all the new shiny gear on your glamour plates, but you'll only be met with disappointment when your glamour dresser will show you 400 out of 400 items. Now, for the last tip, seriously this time, it's actually the last one. Keep in mind that there will be a 24-hour maintenance from the 18th to the 19th, so make sure that you log off close to a location suitable for what you're prioritizing. That means being logged off inside the Rising Stones for the MSQ, Ulda for getting Reaper, or Limsa for Sage. There are many other things that you could do in order to be prepared for the expansion, but these are just the biggest ones that I could think of. This is gonna be all for me now. I'll try to put another video at least until Endwalker, but if that doesn't happen, rest assured that you'll get plenty of content from me during the coming expansion. I wanna thank you for watching this video, and I wanna remind you that I stream 3 days a week on Twitch at twitch.tv/soul_preacher, and I appreciate all the support that you guys have given me, and I hope that I'll be able to continue helping you out and entertaining you to my best extent. If you want to connect with me on my social media, I'll be putting down my Twitter and my community Discord server in the description, so you can talk to me or interact with other members of the community at any time. If you want more guides, you can find them on my beginner guides playlist. See you next video. Take care.